I wanted to welcome you to our awesome book party for Nicole this evening. I cannot wait to share books with you there, but I wanted to share some books with you here. First and foremost, I wanted to let you know that your other grandbabies are in a different video, but I wanted to go ahead and work with your 11-year-old granddaughter, and I cannot wait to share these books with you. I know a little bit from what Nicole told me about what her likes and dislikes are, and I know that she's not really a huge fan of reading, but she does like horses and some other animals. But I wanted to mention these books because they're the ones I've had the best success with older girls who aren't really great readers, like they're just not into it. So I wanted to start with some of those. The first one I wanted to start with is this one. It sounds silly. This is actually one of my favorite young adult books that we have. It's called Boy Band of the Apocalypse. It's perfect for middle school. I adore this one. It's so funny. It's actually a great book with family and friendships. So the relationships that are in this is super, super fun. There's really nothing romantic in here. It's more of a relationship with his sister and then his parents. But it's just what it sounds like, Boy Band of the Apocalypse. The boy band itself is made up of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And of course, he becomes the lead singer and to infiltrate the band. So it's so funny. It's such a great book. It's a quick read. Even though it is long, it is actually a quick read for a lot of people her age. It may not be a quick read for her, but it may be a lot of fun. So I love this one, Boy Band of the Apocalypse, and there's another one, Boy Band of the Apocalypse Washed Up, which I think is super fun. Another one that I found is that kids who are not really big into reading love graphic novels. And we have a graphic novel series. It's a classics or legends series, and we love them. This is Alice in Wonderland. It is going to take Alice in Wonderland and create it in a way that doesn't really take much away from the book. It takes it and puts it in graphic novel form. The illustrations are gorgeous. It really tells a great story. It really stays as true to Lewis Carroll as it can, and graphic novel form, because of course it's going to be mostly thought bubbles and or word bubbles. So speech bubbles. I love this one though. It's really fun. Another one is Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls. One of the things I love about this story are these stories. They're individual stories, so they're short, and that can really help those readers who really just aren't into reading too much really practice on that fluency. So this is great. She can read them at bedtime. It's super, super easy to get through. But what's really fun is they're not your typical fairy tales, but they are classic fairy tales. Back in the Victorian era, most of the fairy tales that had been coming through were kind of culled from everything because they didn't depict damsels in distress. And so that was more of what we got, were those damsels in distress that were passed on, but some of them just kind of got pushed away, like Snow White and Red Rose, and many other stories that we don't really even hear of today. And that's what we capture in this. So you have things like The Daring Princess or The Sleeping Prince, Snow White and Red Rose, Clever Molly, Kate Cracker Nuts, The Nettle Princess, and The Wise Princess. So these are all fantastic stories. It is illustrated, so it gives her a little bit of vision around the story itself. So it is absolutely beautiful. I love this one, and I've seen a lot of girls her age who aren't really huge readers who really love that. And last but not least, I wanted to mention these. These are words of wisdom. This is inspirational quotes. We have many of them. The idea is that they are posters to color. They are perforated, and they are absolutely gorgeous. She can color them however she wants to color them. What I love about it is on the back, you're going to actually have information about whatever that quote is, where it was from, that type of thing. I love Shakespearean quotes. I think that's really fun. Inspirational quotes is another one, and I have these around my office as well that are hanging. They're really cool. So I hope those are something that you're interested in, and I have P&Js in another video that I'll send to you as well. I hope you have a fantastic night, and I cannot wait to party with you. Have a great day.